Oh boy, what a day we're going to have.
Mm-hmm. This is mainly her idea. You know,
Oh, but I'm good at it.
I was going through a bunch of new stuff, frankly.
We can do that. We can do that once I get a few things off my chest, but it's something I need to address
Mhm.
about the people that I've
Mhm.
trusted, liked, or been involved with, and the
I
way the
wouldn't do it.
culture has been swinging for our communities
Mhm.
as of late. I've been heavily involved, and everyone knows with fandom and CG and all that stuff. And I have no regret for being involved in that stuff because the principles the communities were started on, I absolutely stand by. I absolutely support. I'm absolutely hard on those principles, and I'm not backing down. What I have, however, seen so much as an epidemic that I can't sit quietly, and this is what's ended a lot of my friendships, is these people absolutely kiss ass simping to anyone on our side or in our community as they're doing the very things that we founded our community to call out. Uh, to be clear, most people are not going to be named in this rant, although I will say anybody still simping for Rakaida is an epileptic symptom of this. You can't, you cannot endorse the kind of crap that we're supposed to be founded on fighting and claim to have any principles left. You cannot support people because it's on our side. That is the worst reason to ever support something. And in fact, you have no moral, ethical grounds to stand on any principle unless you're willing to speak out about the corruption on your own side first. This is where I have had so many outs socially, politically, and ethically for decades because I do not adhere to this viewpoint where if they're on our side, you shouldn't say that. They're on our side. I'm going to be harder on them.
Yeah, they should know better.
Or, you go back to All in the Family in the episode where they were playing that stupid group game with Michael.
Mm-hmm.
And he kept trying to make everything about, oh, Archie's this. Archie always says this stuff to you. Archie always does this stuff to you. And Lionel going, yeah, but he doesn't know better. You do. That's it. You can't call out the other side if you can't call out your own. Otherwise, that makes you, what's the term for that again? Oh, yeah, hypocrite. I may be a bit of a bitch. Shocker, I know. Everybody watching is going, no, really, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a principled bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I am so sick and tired of seeing the backstabbing, catty shit and defense of the indefensible and the people that are supposed to be on my side and fucking know better. This does play a part in what's been happening to me the last couple weeks and the drama that's unfolded there. But it's played a part with several arrows I've had in my back over the last 5.5 years, almost 6 years. And I can't be quiet on the corruption because unlike the people doing this shit, I have values, I have principles, I have morals. It is so disgusting to see the very people who screamed about the cyberbullies
Mm-hmm.
that, drove certain people to certain acts out there saying the same kind of horrific pro-violent comments to the people they don't like that they're angry about. It is absolutely repugnant to see people that I care about being stupid assholians.
I
And,
just checked. It is live on my channel. I just can't get the clicker going on mine, so I'll go with it.
and if you think that you're morally guided on some value, on some principle, then your first thing you should care about doing, I don't care if this is from online communities, geek communities, faith or lack of faith. If you think you're standing on a moral principle, then you should be doing everything in your power to represent that principle in every
Hold on.
action and stance you take, no
Hold on.
matter who you're talking about or what you're talking about. And if you're not doing that, Peaches, you're the problem. This goes to the person who stabbed me in the back a couple weeks ago. This goes to all the shit that's been going on that's pushed me out of so many circles this last few years. This is why people go, well, she's not in all these different groups anymore. She must have done something to them. Yeah, I lost my father. And suddenly, while I was dealing with mourning my father, I wasn't useful for them anymore. And that didn't matter anymore. It wasn't good enough. Okay, fine, whatever. You're chasing the highs. You're chasing that. You're a jackass, but whatever. But they literally tried to use my father's death against me, and I was a friend to them. Well, she must have done something. No. You know, as much as we like to say in the society, well, if so many people dislike you, it must be something you've done. That's simply not always true. There's certain people whose personalities don't rub well with the popular kids in any circle, and that includes in geekdom. We are outliers to society. We are different than the rest of society, and we will always march to our own drummer and offend the people who are easily offended. I am mortified at how many people complain about everything constantly, but act like they're so anti-censorship, anti-woke, all this. You can't have it both ways. You can have legitimate complaints about stuff, but when you're getting offended at everything anyone says to you, you're not anti-woke, Peaches. You're woke. And I will cite also what happened in my chat the other day. Somebody comes in and, what do you think of this person? I mean, I've heard of them. I've watched a couple things. I don't know enough about them to judge what they are or what they do. Well, then you like woke stuff in your entertainment. You're really stupid. Yeah. 1 and 1 do not make 8. I don't care how you try to mince it. It just doesn't freaking work.
It's like, how do you like boysenberries? I never had boysenberries. Then you're a fascist. What? Excuse me? What?
Are you online already?
Obviously.
So
Step
it
one,
drives,
6 1 in.
send her the link.
Right.
It drives me insane to keep seeing people that are supposed to know better do this shit. The other side may do this shit, and I will sit there and go, okay, but you're idiots. I know you don't know what you're talking about. I'm not offended at your stupidity. I'm offended at the stupidity in my own community. I am offended at people simping for all of the dirty tactics that all of these big name accounts have used. I am offended at people simping for people like Rakaida because he's on our side. I don't care. It's not just the bust at his house. There's statements he made on air and videos of him on air doing drugs or telling people he'd help them get them. This is not some conspiracy against him. No matter how much you guys want to say everything's a conspiracy, it's not.
And all that shit is admissible in court.
It's like, good God. And not everything that's proof of somebody's actions is, yes, admissible in court. It doesn't mean it didn't happen. And it doesn't mean those who are intelligent people can't go, no, I watched that happen.
It means he's fucked.
It's like, literally, there's video footage of him on stream with Ethan going, I don't think I've ever tried cocaine when I was experimenting with drugs. Well, I could fix that for you, man. I could get you some. Are you freaking kidding me?
And you're a lawyer?
What kind of dumbass lawyer admits to shit like that on air?
Mm-hmm. A dumb one.
The amount of sickening people I see simping for anything as long as it's on their side. I mean, look, honey, we're not perfect people. We're not. I'm flawed. He's flawed. Oh, God, is he flawed? I mean, sorry,
hey.
Bob. That was friendly fire.
Yeah.
I admit it. We're flawed. We're effed up. We're stupid at times. We do really stupid things at times. I have never once said that I'm flawless. God, how many times do I bitch about how stupid I feel?
Yeah.
But when it comes to standing on a principle, I'm good. And when it comes to admitting when I was wrong, and if the evidence proves the contrary, I've done that many times talking with you and on air, haven't I, Bob?
Oh, yeah.
And so have you. And you've also backed down on issues where I have that experience, even if you do like the other people involved.
Yeah.
Because unbelievable to people out there, we can have adult discussions and conversations. We can have disagreements of opinion and still understand when the other person's being honest and integral or not. It grinds the nerves to see this shit happen so much, because it's not that complicated, Peaches. If you have a principle, you have a principle. You don't support, defend, or vote for people who violate that principle. That does not mean that other people who don't share that principle, supporting those things, are necessarily wrong. But that means if you have a stance, you fucking live your stance. No more pussyfooting around. No more doing what some fat prison butt name says is justification because we need it on our side. It's like, no, we don't.
Mm-hmm.
No, we don't. We need to actually stand on the principles we claim to stand by. Because if we back down, if we give into these arguments, if we don't stand on our principles, we're the problem. And we will become a glip in history, forgotten and dismissed as crackpots and hypocrites like so many others. I'm not willing to go down that quickly. I have seen so many good groups that I've been involved with over the years corrupted by necessity and justification, and the ends justify the means crap. You know, that's supposed to be an argument to the opposite side of us, not us.
Yeah.
If you're saying that, guess what? You're acting like Solinsky. Congratulations. It's enough. Is so far past enough at this point. And I am tired of it. Because the ones of us who get screwed over when this shit happens every time are the ones of us who won't roll over and change our values. Go ahead, Bob. Sorry, I had to rant a little.
Well, it's kind of like, the ends justifies means that's very, very few circumstances where that's actually justified. Like, if we don't do this, we're dead. We ain't near that. Okay.
Yeah, there are moral and ethical places where you can say, well, we don't know what will happen if we don't do things. We got to do something or it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
But we don't have to become the evil we oppose.
No.
And I'm seeing way too much of that, and I'm the one getting attacked because I won't go along with it. Mm-hmm. Well, she was never a part of our group. It's like, no. Mm-hmm. I just have grown and you haven't. Or they've regressed, actually, a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
I still stand by my principles. I don't know what the hell some of these people are standing by anymore.
Mm-hmm. But
every day I see them speak, I realize it's more demonic and less honest and heartfelt than they actually claim. It's so fuck you. It's so ridiculous on so many merits to sit there and pretend that things are okay. And this goes to the hypocrites on both sides. We either acknowledge the mistakes on both sides or we drown in them. We either acknowledge the actions that have occurred on both sides or we drown in them. That's it. That's where we're at. As a society, we're going under because both sides are full of hypocrites who think things are justified as long as it's on their side. Every single discussion, social issue, economic issue, cultural issue, entertainment issue can be to 90% of the people on both sides going, it's okay when we do it. Peaches, I'm not going down with you idiots.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I'm opposed to the whole thing of going down, but sorry, I had to. But not like this, right?
I'm just thinking about,
Yeah, go ahead.
well, Bill Maher's going up prior to the election. Bill Maher's telling me people keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and pretty soon everyone's going to, push back. And the people they join up with is not someone you're necessarily going to like. And
I mean, this really isn't a political thing. This is a social issue with how people behave.
Social is part of it. It's like everything's just enough.
But again, the whole
somebody
issue
stop
with
this.
both sides.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The whole issue with both sides is that it is a pendulum, which is each side does something crazy, the other side responds, and their response gets even crazier than the problem that we had to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And neither side is innocent in this, neither.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem. Until we freaking stop and say enough is enough, it's not going to stop happening.
Yeah.
Let the pendulum peter down instead of hitting harder. Right?
Yeah.
But in order to do that, people would have to give up their notion of always being right. Not that I'm calling out anybody with a big fat ass and fat mouth, right?
Mm-hmm.
High Price is right.
Someone is wrong on the internet. I must respond in increasingly violent vitriol. Okay.
Do not become that which you oppose. This is a lesson for everybody. Once you justify shit because it's on your side, you are no better than the other side. That's it. And is so beyond the parlor that we have to even have this conversation, that we have to tell people don't be shitheads. That shouldn't be something you have to tell somebody. That should be an automatic, basic, lowest common denominator. Don't be a flaming shithead.
All right.
Not a hard stance, right?
Okay, so now Steph has her Section 31 movie so she can see if it's as bad as everyone says it is. Yeah.
So she likes punishment.
Oh, this is apparently masochism on a whole new level. It's like, nobody likes it. The shill reviewers are hating it. The fans are hating it. Critical Drinker said this is we finally reached rock bottom.
You know, it always makes me laugh when people who use drinker in their names or personalities talk about hitting rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. That's my side of irony.
I posted.
Price is right.
I
You're
posted
so
a link
funny,
to. I posted a link to the review in our general chat there. Check it out.
That's kind of the thing here. Is that's one of the comments that started this. Is the person that I'm now at odds with would literally always find a reason to argue with everything I said. And the moment that I would disagree with him or point out any other facts, it was like, well, the difference between me and you is that I'm almost never wrong. It's like, no, you're actually wrong most of the time. You're going to be citing incorrect stats while we're having this discussion, but you do go on, Peaches. It's like, I can be wrong. We all have that ability to be very wrong on issues at times. But
and you demonstrate that ability on a regular basis.
Who admits it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, again, there's a difference between drinking sometimes versus the people who make drinking their entire personality. And again, I'm not even criticizing people doing that. I'm just saying it's really, really ironic when they do that and then they use phrases like rock bottom and stuff in their terminology.
Yeah.
I'm just saying from a ironic and twisted side, I find that funny.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of the opening bit as a review. It's like, it's said only a part of the drinking problem can't really recover until they hit rock bottom. Well, Star Trek is there now. We are at rock bottom.
Okay, honey.
Hmm.
My new blood glucose monitor will be here between 10 and 3 tomorrow.
Oh, joy. Yeah.
Now, that you're going to have the monitor, you're going to have no excuses for not doing exactly what I tell you to do to keep your numbers in check.
Walked right into that one.
That means no more pasta, no more breads, or very tiny amounts when you have them.
Mhm.
Actually,
I guess that leftover spaghetti is all mine.
exactly.
And I know you think, Steph, that I'm a hard ass on you, but that's because I want you to live a long time.
Mhm.
You know that you have issues with not healing. You know you have issues with ulcers. Those will continue to get worse anytime you eat much sugar or carbs. Because it will spike that reaction in your body every single time.
Actually, I'm looking into some, I guess you could call them pasta alternatives. You know, that won't
They are getting a lot better with having low and no carb options of a lot of breads and stuff now. I can find these net zero carb or the 1 to 2 carb tortillas that actually taste very similar to the real ones now, and actually make myself quesadillas and stuff. It's not the sentence it was when my dad went through it when I was a kid.
Yeah, Bob and I tried some.
Here's one.
I think it was Atkins pasta once. Well, let's just say that line from Crocodile Dundee applies.
No, I'm telling you, there are brands that are making really good, almost no carb stuff like that. Mission has great low carb tortillas. And yeah, they're a little bit gummier if you eat them raw, but if you actually like toast them and make quesadillas or burritos or stuff, they taste so close to the original.
Yeah, I'm going to see when that executive order gets down to the level where it's like, okay, guess what? You're going next door.
Anyway, this is not a political channel, asshole.
Bob, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, this is one of those more of a cultural issue there. It's like, no, that's it.
Steph, sweetie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't help.
I can yell at him all by myself. I'm really good at yelling at him, in fact, aren't I, Bob?
Yeah, we got it down to a science. Don't even need Tiki for that.
Somebody literally comparing you and Bob yelling at each other with intentionally setting off somebody's PTSD. Not the fucking same thing. Granted, I've been on you guys' case for how long to mute the fucking mic when you argue. And Steph, try calling Bob and have Bob mute the mic and then talk to him instead of going, asshole, and you going, shut the fuck up.
I love you, honey.
Yes, this is why I never brought you into the studio when I was working radio, okay? Yeah.
Oh, kiss my hair.
I'll be in the middle of making a program and no, I want to, you know.
No Price is Right. No politics on this channel. I'm serious. Not even you try to joke around with it. I have worked really hard for over 3 years to remove politics from this channel for certain reasons. Those reasons are extremely personal and have to do with what I'm doing in real life. And I know a lot of people think I'm a bitch because of it. I'm not. There's certain things I have to do to protect the situations I'm in and the things that I've been involved in.
No, even my channel, I try and keep it segregated to very rarely. You know, but lately, it's been kind of impossible to do that because they keep sticking their nose in it. But you know, I'm gonna go get another soda. No, make it a bit.
I just try to be human to each other. That's all I'm asking you to do. And if you're on the right, criticize the things the right does too. If you're on the left, criticize the things the left does too. Stop pandering just for your side. I know I saw your abbreviation. I just rolling my eyes at you. And if anybody isn't dork, it's you. I am not a penis. I mean,
I'm here. It got lost.
Anyway, so this started with ranting and raving today, and I've moved on to more ranting and raving today. Oh, whoa, that's a surprise. That came out of nowhere. I mean, all I know. So it's like, yes, I'm not the easiest person to deal with. I worry about the sanity of anybody who would think I would be. What in any action or statement I have ever made makes you think she's going to be easy to talk to? Okay, quit scratching, quit scratching. Yeek, yeek. That was loud.
Sorry.
I just want a little bit of common sense to try to return on all sides. Just don't be douches. I mean, I don't think that's a high bar to ask for, do you? It seems to be to most people, which is really problematic. But I'm going to do everything I can in my power, in my power, to not be a hypocrite and not criticize other people doing things I do. That's the best I can do.
Oy.
And yes, I am pithy today. And it's not
Yes,
just
you
because
are.
of the idiot shit I've been dealing with recently.
I believe it.
Normalcy is a facade created by people afraid of their own weird tendencies. No, I'm going to put something in private chat, and if you say a word out loud about it at all, in any shape other than laughing, I will come after you. Just read the private chat and keep your mouth shut. I knew she would laugh. Anyway, I'm not in a good mood today. I'm trying. But yikes. My day has started on such a good note. So I made Steph laugh, apparently. Bless her heart. You are making scratching like hell, and you're making me want to hurt something. If you're going to move stuff around, mute the mic. Otherwise, I become a sensory obsessed psycho who's going to go ballistic.
Sorry. Just trying to look at some other shit.
Well, you're the one who wanted on here. We were doing really good with no scratchy noises before that, so just work on it, okay?
Oh, like I said,
Any
comments about what you put in private chat will wait until after the stream ends.
Well, that was a given. You don't even have to say that. Sometimes I have to remind your husband, just because I put it in private chat does not mean I want to talk about it, obviously.
The only thing I will say in the regular chat is
nothing.
No, baby girl is evil.
I said nothing. Steph, that did not mean repeat it.
Sorry.
You're acting as bad as Kermit used to. I have to say it whether she wants me to or not. Oy, oy, oy. But my eyes are like burning today for some reason. That godforsaken reason. My
How are the felines?
Oh, not bad. I went out to go find some eagles and get a few pictures this morning, which was so fun because it was about -7 as I was doing it.
Lovely.
I've done worse. I've actually been out tracking them across cliff sides in -20 before, but ick. It's not the most pleasant experience in the world.
Tell me about it.
I get up this afternoon, and as soon as I start trying to get up, Ornery's on top of me crying and trying to hold me down in the bed like, I want to cuddle more. I was like, yes, I know you do, but I have a life.
It's
Oh, God, Bob's back. Do not comment on what's in private chat. 1 sec.
Oh, dear. I can see that'd be a problem.
That's it. No more. I was just helping your wife understand why I'm pissy today.
If something get...
Yeah, okay. No. We'll talk about it after. My bad mood has cause.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
Yes, this is Steve to the rescue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Steph?
What?
Dice not Holton, sweetie. Grammatical structure being different in different languages, while it translates to shut your yap, it's actually more accurately close to yap your shut. But anyway.
Okay.
Not all grammar structures are done in the same order as English.
Someone definitely likes gloves. What the fuck?
Yeah, he shows up every so often saying that stuff. I just ignore the glove chat.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a bit he's doing or he's just weird, but either way, he's harmless and he's in chat, so I don't really care.
Don't know weird bit.
I'm pretty easygoing usually.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm sitting here dealing with your wife, so that could change. I mean,
Hey, you bitch!
I love ya.
Yeah.
And nothing I just said was bad enough that you still don't want to gut the people who hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
In Minecraft, you him.
Well, right now I'm actually wishing that I had the contact information for.
Anyway.
Don't go there. God damn it.
Sometimes your
I'm
wife.
not going political at this point.
No, just shut up when you're behind, okay?
You shut up, asshole.
I'm eating.
Steph, sweetie, you got to be careful what you say more often. You say a lot of stupid crap. I love you, but you say stuff that can get us in trouble.
The algorithm picks up on words and does not care about context. Sometimes not even if the actual word's being said, just so it sounds like the word.
Algie's a bitch.
And the review process is a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
On a good day.
It's impossible. I tried for 3 years to get them to take down the false strike claiming medical misinformation on my own medical conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Never happened.
Yeah.
They pretended over and over they never got the messages, which obviously they did. Nowadays.
Not hopeful. Yep.
Do not believe that the system will treat you fairly. There's no fairness in YouTube.
I'm not hopeful of YouTube turning the corner anytime soon. Every other social media companies going to kiss the ring. No, YouTube is Google is doubling down, so it could get worse before it gets better.
Again, you're going into a top conversation I really don't want.
Yeah, that's as far as I'm going to go there.
Yeah, but sometimes you start shit you shouldn't start at all because it just opens it up to that conversation. At Steph, I know you want to say shut up to him. Considering all the shit you say, you really shouldn't.
Well, I put
Let's just say it anyway. Yeah.
I put my temptation in the private chat, so
Whatever.
I'm not.
No.
I know where they are.
Sweetie, I could contact much worse just in my family on the res.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. I don't for obvious reasons, but nothing against my family. Please understand. I don't say that maliciously. I just, some of them are, whoa. Oh, I've made such a mess. Such a mess.
Yeah, back when I
like I said, one bright spot of our failing education system is the criminals are getting so dumb.
Look over history. Criminals have always been pretty stupid.
I don't know.
Oh, I remember my mom used to subscribe to this group. Literally, their whole purpose was to scan all these headlines from newspapers all over the country and find stupid criminal stories and report them. And one of them was literally that these guys literally mixed up the address and tried to break in, rob a bank, and broke into and tried to rob the police station next door. And I'm sitting there going, you don't read the signs?
I think the big thing say police, and the fact that, police stations are generally, there's someone's there 24 hours a day.
And I'm just sitting there thinking, I mean, on one hand, they got what they deserved. On the other hand, how are you that stupid and you've learned how to breathe? This was years ago. I wish I remember which newspaper it was.
Well, it's like the movie Fargo. It's like most of the stuff in the movie, as idiotic as it was, actually happened. As it was depicted.
Well, there's something about North Dakota that it can literally suck the intelligence out of you being up there. Sorry, did I say that?
Well, most of it's really in Brainerd, over in Minnesota. They got the big Paul Bunyan statue.
Minnesotans are actually not dumber than North Dakotans. They're pretty on par with each other.
This is kind of funny about all
Just bear in mind when I make that comment that I literally grew up in South Dakota and Montana area and all that, and tramping around in North Dakota with North Dakotan family members. So.
And then they call it Fargo. It's only 2 scenes in Fargo, but beginning and the end. That's what's all in Brainerd. And something about that doing that accent, you get going and kind of stuck in it there for a while.
If you don't stop that accent, I'm going to actually want to off myself. I hate that accent. It's part of why I try to avoid going to Minnesota like the plague.
damn it.
I must not laugh at her misfortune. I must not.
When Kid Sis calls back, talk to her dad's got that accent.
I hate that accent.
Well, he's upper Michigan, upper peninsula.
I don't care. I don't care where people are from. It's not a bias against where they're from. It just literally is sensory issue to me, and it's like nails on a chalkboard to my ears. It's not fair. It's my autistic sensory issues going, ew.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, don't make that scraping noise. What the fuck is that Jeez.
Sorry.
Sorry,
Not a-
I was trying to put my tablet back down and
I thought,
Ah.
I thought it was my ear on the plate here with the spaghetti.
Oh, I think it's Bob on that one.
Well, I'm almost done.
I don't care. That literally no. God no. Mute. Mute for the last of it.
I make that.
Ah, gosh, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Fucking hell.
well, I gotta say though,
It's a good microphone. I can barely hear it on this end.
yeah, you would not like my my former wound care doctor then.
I don't like most people.
What?
Dr. Olson.
You didn't have that accent.
Oh yeah, he did.
That's what I picked up.
Maybe not as thick, but
Keep in mind, your ear for accents suck. Okay, so
blow me.
I mean, he did use the word suck, so obviously blowing was implied.
Hey.
It's cold and miserable, and dreary here. And it's definitely having an effect on me. And holy shit.
I know what. No, that was you, that type of stuff.
Hold on.
I don't have good stress relief right now. See private chat. I mean,
That's what I'm doing.
I'm trying to not be a bitch.
Mm.
Or as she said in Mean Girls, I know it looks like I'm acting like a bitch, but that's only because I was acting like a bitch. And you're sitting there watching going, well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the self-awareness in that statement is juicy. I'll admit that. But holy crap, right?
Mm.
This
Anyway.
is a spicy meatball. Yeah.
I did not want to ask that question on the, in the live stream, so I figured I'd
Jesus,
put it
now
in
what?
private chat.
Yeah, crap.
Oy, oy, oy. No, that question's fine. I'll answer it really simply.
Probably alternating between rage and laughing.
I'll answer it. No, shut up. I'll answer it simply.
Mhm.
Saturday, he's throwing a party for hitting monetization. Sunday, we are doing our 100th stream together. Anime's fucking beautiful, and he deserves all the credit he's getting.
I'm talking about the other thing.
No.
Literally,
I was literally avoiding that and focusing on the positive. God, sometimes you're dense as fuck, woman. I said, I'll answer that simply with the part that we want to talk about. And then I told you the other. And then you went, no, I want to talk about the other. It's like, Bob, how many times do you want to rip your teeth out talking to her?
rip my teeth out?
Don't answer that.
Or hers? Either way, I mean... Hers might feel good for you. Just to be like, ooh, quiet for a few minutes.
Man, hers would solve a problem or two. But
Bob?
Steph, we love you, but we're not going to be good. You walked yourself into this by pushing that what I said we'll talk about only this. We love you, dumb bitch. Mwah.
Yeah. Oh,
I really needed to do some things tonight that I can no longer get done. I know where Steph's brain is going.
What?
I should start listening to more Uriah Heep.
Steph.
Yes.
Dee 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 dee.
Oh,
Wow.
so where's Big, Dark, and Furry?
In the house, woman. How many hundreds of times do I have to tell you I don't keep tabs on them when they're not with me? They're free to do whatever the fuck they want.
And they do.
I love your cats. What can I
Sometimes they
say?
push it.
Yeah, they do too often. See private
Yeah.
chat. I'm in a bad mood today.
Again, see private chat.
Anybody who thinks that I'm normally a bitch.
She is.
Thank you, Steph. We didn't really ask your opinion. In fact, I'm pretty sure I didn't give a fuck about your opinion.
I love you.
We need your opinion. We'll beat it into you, okay?
Bob, do not say stupid shit that's going to get clipped against you later. You two are so good at opening your mouth and inserting feet and cock. It's not even funny. I don't know if it's like a skill for you guys or a challenge that you're seeing how stupid you can be. I'm really not sure. But you gotta both learn to shut the fuck up sometimes.
Some combination thereof.
Mm. I feel like hell today.
Mhm.
And I am blaming everybody but me. Haha.
Mhm.
Most assuredly, my favorite blame for everything today is Baby Girl. Fuzzy little shithead.
Yeah, I remember one time when Bob caught Jonesy, relieving himself outside of the litter box. Oh my God!
Which was caught me out in the garage. I mean, he did not like. We're in Amazon's little consumer testing program. Where they send you stuff and you tell you your reviews of it. He did not like the litter box and filler that we got for him, and he just protested this by looking me dead in the eye and peeing on the floor of the garage. Open defiance. It's like, it took so long. It was basically potty training him all over again to get him to, once we switch back to regular litter.
Animals are temperamental little bitches. See
Especially
Private Cat.
Especially Jones. Yeah.
I swear to you today, when that was figured out, my first response was Baby Girl and seeing a bolt fly across the house the other direction.
She set it off or something, or what?
No. And shut up, you're starting to actually give out information. Literally walked into the hall and caught her. And yeah, I'm going to kill that damn cat. In Minecraft, YouTube, I'm not going to kill her. I just have a violent thought about it.
Just as long as you don't put it into action.
Well, it's like, judicious use of the microwave and producing a new throw pillow. Yeah.
Hey!
Bob, that was terrible to say.
That baby girl's adorable.
And evil.
And destructive.
Much like your wife, Bob.
Yeah.
Hey!
Except for the adorable part.
Hey!
I love you, Steph.
Hey, yeah, 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 yeah.
Remember, she's in a bad mood, and you're making yourself a very available target.
Ah, fuck you.
If you did, he'd probably be in a better mood.
Oh, he's too worried about the logistics of,
We won't go into that. Okay.
He's a wanker. He's a wanker.
Yeah. It's simpler. Okay. Yeah.
And it does him good, like a bloody well should.
Mm.
He's a wanker. He's a wanker, and he's always pulling his foot.
Ugh.
I am a terrible, terrible person.
Mm.
But then I look
Yeah,
at Steph and I feel like I'm a better person. At least I'm not her.
Let's see when I posted that clip from that clip the drinker put up, but initial snap review of section 31. Just clips of the thing of fuck you're a fucking wanker, fuck.
The thing is, it's really easy to be a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Making everybody happy is hard. Pissing everybody off is a piece of cake.
Oh yeah, human history is rife with situations,
Which one would I rather do? Piss people off or make them all happy?
Depends on the mood you're in.
Let me ask it this way. How often do you think I scorch the earth?
I think we're past well done at this point. Those grill marks are very well defined. Okay.
What happened is not something I can talk about on air or publicly, Kermit, and that's all I'm going to say. There's just something that's made me very, very angry with a certain cat.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Palm and your 5 lovely daughters. I mean,
what the fuck?
Thank you for having me and being oh so grand.
Yes, regarding section 31, everyone, said the trailer looked bad. It wasn't lying. Okay.
I guess you can give them credit for an honest trailer. We haven't had many of those in a while.
True. It's like I think the audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes is around 23%, and the critics rating is like 17%. And this is the sort of thing normally critics are following. Oh, this is great. No, even like the professional critics hate it.
Okay,
so any thoughts? Oh, wait, you want more? No, nobody wants this. It's pissing off hardcore fans, and it's boring to everyone else. So,
Honey, which do you think would be easier, bringing the laptop in here or taking it out to the living room?
Well, bring it in there. I can stretch the cord across the bed because I can plug it in on my side.
Yeah, but there's not too many stable places where you could set it down.
That's why we got the lap board, Dingy. Yeah.
They're literally called laptops, darling.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
In other words, you set it on your fucking lap.
And then we got that lap board that you insisted on getting in the first place, so you don't burn your little, little lady region. The thing gets so hot.
What we're saying is, boo-hoo, set it on your lap.
Yeah.
We love you, you pain in the ass bitch.
But it's a good thing I did fire that thing up once or twice there. Otherwise, it'd be horribly out of date.
Yeah, because actually, come to think of it,
the only Windows 11 computer in the place.
Come to think of it, actually, honey, I think I will have you look for that that portable Blu-ray player because I know it's in there somewhere.
Steph,
What?
do we give a shit about this conversation on air?
Not particularly. And I'm pretty sure that portable DVD player next to you right now also has a USB port.
No, it doesn't. I
It
looked.
doesn't? Oh, well.
Anyway.
We're trying to get you back on that laptop anyway. Make it a lot easier dealing with, say the games,
She's going to drive me insane today, isn't she?
No, that's kind of their modus operandi. Okay, we'll go, Section 31. The way DS9 introduced it, it was a very, it wasn't even, it's a part of, no, they are not a part of Starfleet. They don't answer the survey. They answer straight to the Federation Council when they want to. Okay?
Also, by the way, my description of Section 31, making a show out of it, literally is what would happen if you spent like a week eating at Taco Bell and then visited a toilet.
And make sure the script page is between you and the toilet.
No, the script pages are the toilet. You're ruining the metaphor.
No. Okay.
Anyway.
Just shitty straight on the paper.
Let it go. Let my metaphor stand on its own. For fuck's sakes, I don't ruin every damn joke you make.
Okay, great.
Ugh.
Someone got pardoned. Should have been. Definitely should have been. He deserved it.
I don't wonder about you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I look at you. I think about the things you guys say and do, and I go, the fuck is wrong with me that I hang out with these fuckers?
Mm-hmm.
And then I look at Steph and I cry.
That's just charges dropped. Okay. Even better. Yeah.
It was great that I could throw that joke in.
Okay. Even in Twitter, Joe, I'm still picking up followers. I like this. Okay.
Yeah, how much you up to now?
Well, hold on. God damn it. I have to close that thing. 23.
Look how many people don't have lives. I mean,
In the year 23. No, I don't.
don't.
Yeah.
You'll make me scream in terror.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I will usually do if I hear you singing.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, ooh. Okay. I am trying really desperately to make sense out of this discombobulated mess I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
It's not working great right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's clicking.
That would be Bob. Oh, first of all, Section 31 wouldn't even be a spy show. It's so much further than spy. It would be basically Men in Black meets Star Trek.
Yeah. I mean, there is a way that, you could do a show on Section 31 if you knew what the hell you were doing.
Yeah, that's a big caveat you just cut out there that they don't understand.
Exactly.
They don't know what the fuck you were doing.
Like, they just kind of get in front. These guys never actually watched any Star Trek. They went through some notes. They saw stuff on Memory Alpha. Oh, yeah, that's good. And you didn't, because, like, one of the guys on Section 3 was supposed to be, like, from Charon, half black, half white. Only it's kind of obvious they got the hair half black, half white. That wasn't the character. The character had brown hair. The Mego action figure had black. That's where they're pulling from. It's like, an old picture of the toy that they didn't get right.
Well, the thing is that these people make it so obvious that they're not true Trek fans. They've never been true Trek fans.
Yeah.
They don't know what Trek is. They've never known what Trek is. And
Yeah.
any pretenses they make to actually having a fucking clue is a delusional lie.
Like when
Also, by the way, I'm pissy today.
It's like when they're putting out, doing the marketing for this little pendant they did of the kind of probe from the Inner Light. And Kurtzman's there, and he's very, very nice little poetic, kind of line about, but then he's just reciting exactly the inscription that they included with the pendant. It's on a little card that goes with it, and then that thing. You didn't watch the episode. You have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
I have serious issues with making a show out of what never should have been revealed that somebody opened his fucking mouth and revealed to begin with, i.e. SEAL Team 6. Nobody should have known that. The fact that it was publicly discussed when it was supposed to be classified is what actually caused most of them to get killed. So I don't care how good the show's made. It shouldn't exist. Sorry, that's my bitch side. Because those guys deserve better than what was done to them.
Good. It's like, but the way they introduce it, it's like, it's not even really an official name. I think Sloan says, they're kind of known casually as Section 31 because that's, the part of the Federation charter that they're authorized under. And I think in Sergeant Continues, the Flesh is Article 4, Section 31, that authorizes them to have some kind of, covert ops type thing. The point is, we don't know how many people there are in it. They don't work in, have uniforms or ships or their bases. They're just sort of there. There's always like one or two guys in your ship. Could be Section 31. You'll never know it unless they let you know. And they probably won't.
You're not supposed to know. It's not supposed to be publicly. This is the thing people don't seem to understand. This was intentional. It wasn't super secret societies aren't supposed to be basically announcing their existence everywhere.
For all we know, when the first time that they tell Bashir about it, that could be all of Section 31 right there in that room. Sloan and 2 or 3 of these guys.
Okay.
That's how amorphous it is. We don't know how many there are, how few there are. They're just in the right place at the right time.
Since we're kind of sort of on this track.
Let me finish my thought here. Like there's a line with it was that first Hellboy movie. It was in the trailers and stuff. It's like, there are things that go bump in the night. We're the ones that bump back. That sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I was wondering about.
Okay.
If these so-called secret places or whatever are supposed to be secret, then why the hell would a car with government plates, have CIA on it?
CIA isn't secret.
No, and not everyone that works for CIA is secret. A lot of people, they got a huge building in Langley. Yeah, it's the CIA. People
I have
work there.
seen building cars that show up in the middle of different events that are nondescript as freaking possible. You can't see in any window, and there's no plate, and the police are avoiding them. That's Men in Black.
Yeah.
Secret societies, no, they don't have license plates and shit like that to announce them. That's part of the problem with this whole notion of Section 31. If you're a secret group, nobody knows you're there.
Yeah.
Until suddenly you do something that hurts them.
Yeah. Like the NSA used to be for a long time. Like officially they didn't exist. It was like the joke was NSA stood for no such agency. But,
until the idiots got themselves revealed, and now everyone knows.
MI6 during the war. Officially only went up to MI5.
But that's the thing. The true secret societies, they don't have that shit. They don't have
Mhm.
There's no license plate that goes, "Oh, look, I'm in this
Mhm.
secret club." It's like, yeah. So can you imagine somebody actually
Mhm.
being a real life James Bond and driving around in a plate that says Bond, bitch? I
Yeah,
mean,
yep.
come on. The point is to be undetectable.
Yeah.
Once they know who you are,
Mhm.
you're no longer an asset.
Like Roger Moore is the worst secret agent ever. Everyone who walks in, they already know what his favorite drink is, for God's sakes. You know, they got the vodka martini shaken, not stirred, right there, ready and waiting for him. Thing.
You can't even keep that secret. What the fuck is wrong with you, right?
Because the whole thing is, he's not really a secret agent; he's an assassin. That's what the 00 division is: assassinations. What?
Did I get any prosciutto this last time?
No, you did not.
Did we really need to interrupt the stream for that?
No.
I was trying to ask off the mic, but for some reason I'm still coming through.
Because you're coming through on my mic.
Because you're
nuts.
loud. When you yell at him loud enough for him to hear you over his headphones, it picks up in his mic and echoes to all of us.
As we established with the plate, there's a very good microphone.
Also, that's just standard.
Mhm.
That's why I tell you, if you're on mic here with him, say it in private chat and then just private. I give you points for the attempt. We're just helping you know how to do it better.
Okay. Oh, God.
Oh, I'm sure that secret covert operations would exist in the Star Trek universe, just by the nature of the universe. However, it wouldn't be that easy to discover them.
Like Odo's saying, that, every large, civilization's got something like that. And they make, the Klingons, I forget what they call it, but the Romulans, the Tal Shiar, it's like, so he wasn't able to confirm it, but it makes sense because every, large government has to have something like that.
It's an intrinsic human nature we have to fight.
Mhm.
Bob, look at private.
Oh, Jesus.
Say it quietly, Steph. That's the point of saying it.
I guess if I say it quietly, then he doesn't.
Yes, I'll go to Walmart tomorrow. God damn it.
Steph, sweetie, the point of doing it in private chat is so it's quiet. No, Kermit, we literally just said that's probably true. Every group's going to have one. That's the nature of human nature.
Mm-hmm.
If people think, again, it goes back to me dealing with the res and the tribal culture. I guarantee you there's shit in that government people aren't involved in it, don't know about. We really need to watch the Washington versus Indians to get smart.
I think Scalia mentioned about certain parts of the Bill of Rights. It's not a suicide pact, okay? We go push far enough, we will put things aside in order to wipe out the bad guys. If we get,
I actually have a problem with that notion, though. If you wipe out freedom for freedom, you're the problem.
Listen, it depends on how far you push it. Like, do you really go,
Again, you're going political.
I know.
No, you can't become what you oppose and have any moral legs.
Yeah.
Most secret agencies don't give a shit about small fry things to them.
Mm-hmm.
And small fry things to them would definitely include where which ship goes and who they're interacting with.
Yeah.
Unless they're directly affecting something they're working on, they're not going to give a shit.
Yeah. It'd be more like if the Enterprise happened to be going their way, you know.
It's like, okay, well,
Yeah, well, the hitch a ride. We gotta take out somebody on this planet, and they're going by there. Yeah, okay. You know, poses a recent transfer from this ship or whatever. You know.
Ow.
Yes, Ensign so and so goes AWOL for about a couple hours, and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it." Yeah, sure he did. What was he doing those 2 hours? Well, we'll never know. You know. All I know is suddenly some Romulan ambassador dropped dead of a heart attack. Who would have thought it? That sort of thing, you know.
it would be very quiet. Or as
Mhm.
Dobre says, we move in the shadows.
Mhm.
Now, I would never do any of that stuff. I'm very overt with my opinions and what I do.
No thing. First rule of Fight Club: you do not talk about Fight Club. Rule number 2: you do not talk about Fight Club. You know?
Of course, the Last Man Standing one where they did the dodgeball club with those rules was funny.
Oh. Ow.
The fact that in that episode he managed to track a line between kids not playing dodgeball to the Chinese infiltrating our military was really hilarious.
Oh.
I can kind of follow that.
It really sounded nonsensical crazy as he said it, but he said it with conviction. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They're looking at Blake. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
And the answer is, in Last Man Standing, yes, Mike was both often right, but also often crazy. That was kind of the point of his character, was he was kind of a caricature of the over-the-top extreme. But his daughters were often caricatures of the other over-the-top extremes.
Yeah. And the thing is, you really, if it was Ira Stephen Bear and Ron Moore and some of the guys from DS9, yeah, because they created the concept of Section 31 in the first place. And also brought better grounding in shows like Mission Impossible and something else. Mission Impossible would be as flashy as it gets on that type of thing. They go in posing as something else, they get the job done, they get the hell out of the way. And the old line: if you're caught or you're exposed, the agency will deny any knowledge of your existence.
You don't exist if you're successful, and if you're not successful, we will get rid of you, so you really don't exist.
Yeah. But they for damn sure do not have their own starships, their own star bases. They don't hand out comm badges for all to see.
That'd be one thing to find out they had really, really great technology where they had like completely cloaked and hidden bases somewhere. That's one thing. Secret bases buried deep in a rock face with cloaking devices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe. Open bases?
No.
Are you stupid?
What's with the black comm badge? Giorgio flashes one of Pike. Oh, Section 31, huh? I don't think so. They're trying to turn into Guardians of the Galaxy with this latest movie. It's like you probably didn't even watch Guardians of the Galaxy very closely, did you?
And don't get me wrong, I actually liked Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I think right after it was when they really tanked the whole thing, but Guardians was a good movie.
There's another kid, like Drinker said, done by someone who knew what they're fucking doing.
But it doesn't work. The thing is, the reason that things like Get Smart worked is because you can tell they were genuinely trying to be secret. Even when they were stupid, even when they effed up, you could tell it was an attempt made to be secretive, to be hidden, to be
Yeah.
private. That attempt is important.
You know, it's kind of got the feeling these guys are actually fans of the spy genre. Okay.
I mean, I'm generally not most of it. I think some
Yeah,
of it's
mhm.
good, but most of it I find just over the top
Mhm.
cheesy the way it's made.
Yeah.
But
the
again,
people
I
are
wouldn't
wide,
also
yeah.
try to make a spy show.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think the problem I have is that my versions of spies would definitely be
Mm-hmm.
Bob.
very complicated. I like it if it's done a certain way, but only a certain way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I'm not a fan, it's that I'm a very, very picky fan.
Okay, and Steph wants some sugar-free Nesquik. All right.
At least she's trying to cut back the sugars.
Yeah. And it's 2% milk this time, right? So,
That's a step.
yeah.
Although
I
the
get-
fat's not as vital to remove as the sugar and carb.
Yeah, but I get the 2% because whole milk, frankly, sometimes just a little heavy. You know, yeah. Although it's not much different than whole milk. Whole milk is like 3 or 4%. So. Don't need to.
We love you, Steph.
Don't
When
need
we
to do it.
criticize you, it's not out of a malicious place.
I
need you to
know.
stop. I need you to stop being stupid.
Yes, Pot. Now, what do you think it would take to remind your husband to not be a dumbass?
You making a trip out here?
I'm broke.
I know. I mean, the only other thing I can think of is the patented Leroy Jethro Gibbs swat upside the head.
You're trying too hard, Steph.
Ugh. Yeah,
sometimes your attempts at humor just reek of over attempting. I'm sorry, I don't say that maliciously. I really don't.
Ugh.
Wow. Doing, doing, doing. Yay.
Ugh. Well, good thing that my new deodorant isn't going to cause my blood sugar levels to spike.
You're a very, very odd woman and we give you too much attention.
Yeah.
I mean, am I wrong, people? Okay. Such a mature and measured response, showing the depths of her mind and her capabilities. It's so nice to know where your levels of intelligence lie.
Yeah.
Examples just proven. Literally, that shot led to that little of a comeback. Come on, sweetheart. One moment, people. Oh, we all talk out of our rears sometime, Kermit. You're fine.
Let me guess, hubby.
No, it was a random man coming in here asking about my body. There's not exactly a lot of people in my house, sweetheart. Why does she say some of the stuff she says? Every so often, she opens her mouth and my brain goes, eh?
Excuse me. Sorry.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, woman, have a little class.
Sorry.
Mute your mic if shit like that's going to happen. What the hell?
Her dad was in the Navy. It got passed on.
It is so sad sometimes that this is what my life has become. So, there's a low tick day and a high tick day and a suck this day and a fuck off day and a fuck you fucker fucking face day. I will never understand some people. Part of me wants to, part of me doesn't. I don't understand how they can go at things the way they do, how they can interpret things the way they do. One I will never get over is every time a dumbass says, but you don't tick every day. Or every minute of every stream. It's like, no, that's not how ticks work, sweetheart. Literally, that'd be like me having epilepsy and being in seizure constantly. I'm pretty sure that would destroy our bodies and our health in a matter of a few days. But I don't understand. And so I don't understand that, therefore it's not real. I'm just trying to see the viewpoint of the people who harass me. This is about what I think it sounds like usually. And then there's a lot of reeing and screeching and gnashing of teeth and whining. And then they fuck off into the oblivion because I block their dumb asses for being dumb. Okay, that's as close as I'm going to come to understanding them, isn't it? To reiterate to people, I have entire days where I only briefly tick. I also have entire days where I'm having constant tick attacks and going through long periods where I'm spasming and twitching. It's almost like our bodies don't do the same thing every day. Wow. Who'd have thunk it?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm being snarky and bitchy.
Mm-hmm. For some reason I got the Beatles, night before going to my head now.
I'm sure Steph's going to give me shit as soon as we end the stream today.
And why would I do that?
Because you already told me you're going to bring up what I mentioned in private chat when we were off air.
Mm.
Well, I'm not going to give you shit about it. Might recommend you put a muzzle on baby girl.
Anyway, I said no details.
I don't think, no, again, Section 31, I don't think would have any particular assets of their own. They'd use other people's stuff.
And if they did have any assets, it would be super secreted in places nobody would expect to ever find anyone.
Sure as there wouldn't be anything like a ship, even something the size of a runabout. I mean, you have Starfleet. You got ships at the wazoo. Why do you need one of your own? Use one of theirs. Doctor up some orders. Get the captain to take you where you need to go and do what you need to do, and he never knows the difference. Plausible deniability out the yin-yang, you know? No, we were there to pick up rations. So I don't know what he was doing. In fact, I don't think you need to be running the frontline ships. They'd be running like, you know, on like stuff like the Cerritos where they don't really pay attention anyway. They're there for second contact. Something blew up while we were there. Hey, we got nothing to do. We're setting up, you know, communications relays.
Now that was a weird one. My mic went out for some reason.
Weird.
I think of the one thing about the Alpha Centauri game, you get a lot of nice little quotations. Some of them actual, and the quote from Sun Tzu. Like if you remain shapeless and you cannot be quantified, and then with that they can't beat you because they can't nail you down.
So
the second you get a fleet, then you're assuming a shape, and they can nail you.
Finally today, finally at the last few days, they finally made it available to get service to this house other than Mediacom.
Ah, what are the other options?
It's already hooked up.
Ah, okay.
We're testing how it runs, and if it continues to run as well as it is already, we're going to send a message to Mediacom in a couple days telling them to go fuck themselves before the service month ends.
There we go.
With no lube.
So who are you with?
I don't really want to go into that one as there's only a few areas they carry it, and it's in this city. It kind of gives away location to some.
Ah.
I will tell you the service that we've so far switched to is way cheaper.
Okay.
Supposedly it's only half the speed and strength of Mediacom's, but it's pinging at almost 10 times the rate Mediacom ever did.
So less traffic, so it's working better.
Or Mediacom's lying out their watts.
That's also possible.
That's my hypothesis. Granted, I can't prove it, but
yeah,
we all know what Mediacom is. Who blocks a actual customer from accessing your information?
Oh, God.
Unless you got something to hide, bitches. So it's been...
Oh, sorry.
So it was literally the day before yesterday we got it installed, and the last couple streams and your last interactions with me, we're testing how it runs.
Ah, okay.
Everything seems to run fine. In fact, I'm having less glitches than I was with Mediacom so far. So this is what I've told people, though. If you're switching the service, you do not deactivate the old one until you make sure the new one works well.
No.
That way, if the new one is not as up to par as they claim they are, you're not SOL. There are interesting things to discuss when we're off air right now. Because if certain things work out, then there could be some real changes going on that are going to be greatly entertaining. Nothing I can set in stone yet. It all depends on what's available. But oh my God, if this happens, things are going to change. I can't wait for the stream then to actually tell you guys to see what you're going to end up thinking.
Did I ever run that APO 924 pilot for you?
Probably.
The Roddenberry or Seven Against the Sea, Mikhail's Navy.
Probably, but remember, my brain's not in that place. I did get out the rant I needed to get out. So if you want to just do a short stream and bullshit for a bit,
all right.
we can always do that.
Because I got a stack of Star Trek stuff related on the other computer. I should need to transfer over. That's like for record. No, I will not be watching Section 31. Enough people have done that due diligence to say, watch it. I watch this. You don't have to. Well, then I won't have to. These are people whose opinion I trust. Okay, they say it sucks. I'll go with that. Yeah. Everything indicated was sucky anyway. I've heard the plot breaks down. It's like, yeah, dumb. It's like, this isn't even something Section 31 would be involved with in the first damn place. Yeah.
The whole hate watching things thing, it's so grating and old anyways.
Yeah,
I'm so bored of people doing it.
Because, but Star Trek, I gotta watch it. No, you don't. Amazing how freeing it is. You don't have to watch bad stuff.
I just go, okay, I'm done with this. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right, let's end the stream. I'm going to let you do that.
Okay. We'll talk at you later, kiddies.
Bye.